A new way to move water. Aristotle meet Umberto. About 2,300 years ago, Aristotle stated that water seeks its own level. It's about time we use this, don't you think? Put it to work? The crest of the hill at B is 4/10 of a mile from the camera at A. There is a building in the far distance at B. The building B is 7/10 of a mile from the camera at A. This is Umberto. Every day, several times a day, he carries buckets of water on his shoulders, taking care not to spill any. This is Ordia, 12, at a refugee camp in Syria. Here, she fetches water for her family. Worldwide, women and children carry water in dirty plastic vessels for hours and miles every day. They are carrying the water generally horizontally. Is there a better way? We place a bucket atop a 4-foot stepladder at point A, the water source. Then we place another bucket atop a 4-foot stepladder at point B, 400 yards away, although the distance could vary. We connect both buckets with irrigation tubing at their bottoms, which is inexpensive, durable, does not rust or corrode, and is widely available. Soon after water fills the bucket at A, boom, it's in bucket B, except I didn't have to carry it 400 yards. Why? Water seeks its own level. This innovation moves the water effortlessly from A to B. The horizontal distance may be 500 yards or 5 miles, as long as A is as high as the highest point. Why? How? Because water seeks its own level. Water is moved from point A to point B without effort and without a pump. This is not gravity flow. A and B are at the same elevation. This is a new thing, or rather a very old thing, used for the first time in this way in over 2,300 years. Here is the underlying scientific principle. A connected liquid in hydrostatic equilibrium rises to the same height in all open regions of the container. That's from a university level physics books cited below. In a U-shaped tube, if water is added to one side, the water in both sides is equalized and level. There is no limit to the vertical height d1 or the horizontal distance d2. d1 could be hundreds of feet vertically, and d2 could be miles. This bears repeating. There is no limit to the horizontal distance d2. The diagram below is simply a U-shaped tube with a very long D2. This has never been done before. If it had, surely Umberto and Ordia would be using it. Put yourself in Umberto's shoes. Would you rather lift the water maybe 10 feet vertically at the source, at which point it appears at B, almost as if by magic, or carry the water for miles horizontally? This is a new approach to pumping water. The challenge of getting fresh water from a source to a desired destination is both as old as mankind and as current as today's need for clean water in refugee camps. People simply cannot live for long without water. The means for moving this water are old, few, and limited. Vessels, such as pitchers and buckets, using labor, both animal and human. Canals, conduits, and aqueducts. Fluid pumps with associated pipes, and in developed countries, pumps combined with reservoirs to provide pressurized water. That's pretty much it. Nothing new here until today. This is a new way to move water in quantities large and small that has been known since antiquity and is as old as the earth, was first articulated by Aristotle, is completely overlooked and underutilized to this day. You yourself know, almost intuitively, is obvious even to children, is cheap, reliable, and universally available, can save millions of people all over the earth some of the daily drudgery of carrying water, and will have a significant positive impact on public health, agriculture, sanitation, prevention of disease, and education levels in developing countries. Aristotle described the concept, and no one is using it, including today. The history of science is a little vague here, but Aristotle is widely credited with stating the concept that water seeks its own level. This is so obvious that it is not generally mentioned in science books, including university-level physics books. Perhaps because it is never mentioned, it is also never used. Samaritan's Purse has a long history of being involved in water projects. Globally, 263 million people spend over 30 minutes collecting water every day, according to UNICEF. About 2,000 people come to Pulkot, Nigeria with their water carts every day. Usually, there can be up to 300 carts in a queue, explains Abu Bakar. Lydia sits in the baking midday sun next to her cart. Lydia has been waiting in line for almost 5 hours to fill her three 6.5-gallon plastic jerry cans. Even if I get here early, most days I spend between 3 to 6 hours in the queue, she says. This is my life. My husband has no income, and we can't afford to buy water. There is no other choice. Water is like gold here. Assume that the water tank is 15 feet high. The surrounding terrain is flat. The people carry the water in plastic jerry cans using carts for hours and miles every day. Thank you. Thank you. For more information, please contact John at lookforthepower.com, and the website is www.lookforthepower.com. Thank you.